What else was I going to say about that? Oh, okay. So yesterday I was sending some Bitcoin. I was sending Bitcoin from my LB wallet to my Sparrow wallet. Okay. So I've done this before. This was nothing new, but I think it's worth sharing because, even for somebody who spends every day, all day in Bitcoin, this was something that I tried for the first time and it was a success. So I wanted to share it with everybody on here. So usually what I would do, because when you have sats on something like Get Alby or Wallet of Satoshi, Phoenix Wallet, what else? Mutiny. If it's on Lightning, it's not on layer one. So until you actually move it onto layer one, it's not real Bitcoin, in my opinion. You can still use it, it's still interoperable, but it's not real Bitcoin. So the moment you move it from like a Lightning wallet, like Wallet of Satoshi, onto layer one, that's when it's legit, in my mind. Until then, it's just kind of, it's on the internet. It's hot. You don't actually own it until you move it into your own layer one. So I was moving Bitcoin. My end goal here was to move Bitcoin from LB to my Sparrow wallet. And so LB actually doesn't allow for Bitcoin transactions from LB directly onto Bitcoin. So I had to go through a couple hoops, but usually what I would do there is I would send it from LB to my wallet of Satoshi and then to Sparrow wallet. And I wrote down the fees here just because I wanted to keep track of it. But it would have cost me 12,000 sats plus a 1% fixed fee. So we were probably looking at about 15,000 sats. That's what that transaction would have cost me, which isn't bad, but it's not great. So what I ended up doing actually was I moved it from LB into an AQUA wallet. We've been talking about AQUA wallet on here quite a bit. And I was saying I'd never used it before. And I was saying that the fees are pretty high. So anyways, I moved it from LB to AQUA. And then so when you move it to AQUA, it automatically goes onto Liquid. That's what it defaults to. It stays on Liquid. So then I swapped it into Bitcoin within the LB wallet. I think that cost me like 200 sats maybe to do that. And then once it was in Bitcoin, that's when I moved it from AQUA to Sparrow. And that transaction itself, because the fees are so low right now on the mempool, it cost me under 3,000 sats. So that's just something to be aware of. I know that we're all going to be using Lightning more and more. And I would highly encourage people, if you got like 200, 300,000, 400,000 sats, I wouldn't let your balances build up in your Lightning wallets just because it's much more likely to be rugged, I guess, than having it on layer one. Like I said, until it's on layer one, it actually isn't yours for the most part. So get into good practice of whenever your Lightning wallets accumulate to like 2, 3, 400,000 sats, just move it onto cold storage. Even though it'll cost you a little bit of fees, I just feel like it's so much safer there than sitting on Lightning. But that's try out the AQUA wallet. That was my first time using it, and it saved me about 10,000 sats taking that route. So, one of the things, and this was just kind of an experiment for me. I didn't really know what was going to happen, but I wanted to try it. So one thing that I would highly suggest, if you are somebody who's fairly new to Bitcoin, just like take a couple $100, buy some Bitcoin, set up a couple different Lightning wallets, and just experiment with it. Consider that $100 or $200 worth of Bitcoin on Lightning. Consider that like an investment into your education process within Bitcoin. I mean, I share as much as I can in terms of trying to help you save some fees, but the best thing you can do is just kind of figure it out for yourself. Play around a bit, experiment. Duncan, good morning. One of our Bitcoin journeymen.